Hey, I'm Rarriwuy Hick. I'm Yolngu. I'm from North East Arnhem Land in a small community called Dhalingbuy. Beyonce or Rihanna? Beyonce. Beach or waterfall? Waterfall. Skydiving or rock climbing? Definitely rock climbing. Cake or ice cream? Cake. Paris or New York? Definitely New York City. 5 things I can't live without: a shower, my phone, my cup of tea, my nephews. 5, one more: chocolate. I don't like traveling with people, so I'm going to choose 3 completely random people. Robin Williams, he's hilarious. Tiffany Haddish, and Maggie Smith. Identity for me is family, culture, language, home, and they can be so many different things. Like my mum's Yolngu and my dad's English, and I identify as both. So when I talk about language, I'm talking about Yolngu language and English. And when I talk about home or country, I'm talking about England, because I feel so connected to England. When I go back, I feel like I'm home. And then here in Arnhem Land, and then family, like the history of my family, both here when I come home. It's been amazing being here and just meeting so many new family members who I never met in my whole life. And I'm finding these connections that I can feel are so deep. They're not just surface level stuff. There's something that's deeper than that. And I feel that when I go back to England as well, and I'm with all of my family, and I look like my family in England. Like, I'm short. I don't have the Yolngu features at all. I'm not like tall and lean. I've got this short, stocky sort of miner's body like the rest of my family in England. Yeah, it's the way you look, it's what you feel on the inside, and definitely history. I like to know where my family come from. I'm obsessed with family photo albums, and I ask a lot of questions about both sides of my family, and I want to know so much because it feels like I'm tied to all of it. And even though it's me on this journey, I can feel that all of them are with me, and they all make me who I am. It's not just me. That's identity for me. Do I find it challenging to describe myself to people? Yes. I don't like labels. I trained as a dancer. So when we talk about my career side of me, I trained as a dancer, and then acting found me, is what I like to say. I didn't seek it. It looked for me. And so people like to call me an actor, but I don't feel like that's entirely who I am. I'm like, when it comes to my career, I'm like, but I'm such a creative person. I love painting, I love drawing, I love weaving. I'm a dancer, I'm an actor, I'm a writer. So like, to be put into one box, I'm like, oh, get me out of here. I don't really like it. So I don't know how to describe myself to people, but if I would probably say I'm a Yolngu actor, maybe, in a short phrase. But yeah. And then on top of that, I'm Yolngu and I'm English, and there's so many things that makes me me. So yeah, I find it really hard to describe myself to people. I just go, I don't know, get to know me, and then you can work out what you think I am and what you see in me. I would say to my 12-year-old self, I'd probably say, let go of things you can't control. Yeah, that's what I'd say to her. And everything's going to be okay. Oh, God. Having that conversation with yourself is so important. Otherwise, yeah, and what words, I remember at school, I really hated that. that saying of sticks and stones, you know. I was like, no, but words do hurt. They really hurt, and you carry them with you for a long time. I know I'm carrying a lot of words that have been said to me through someone else's projection of their fear or anger or pain. And I know I'm still carrying it. And words are like food. I like to see them, it's like food. And if you're going to say or be around people who are feeding you negative words, you're going to make yourself sick, and you're going to feel it. And you're going to feel that about yourself, and you're going to treat other people in that way. Whereas if you're feeding yourself with words that are healthy, that are loving and caring, and probably full of laughter as well, like, then you're gonna, I don't know, you're just gonna start glowing more, and then you start to attract those people who think the way you think too, which is amazing. When you're feeding yourself with goodness, you bring goodness, which is good. Yeah. Or you attract what you're feeding. I love being a woman in this time. I think this is it. Things are really shifting. I'm so excited. And I love that I'm finding my voice and I'm being heard. I'm not just saying things and then it's just being thrown to the side. I'm actually being heard, and many other women are being heard. And then on top of that, women of colour, Black women are being heard. And it's so exciting. There's just so much excitement around it. I get really excited by it. I'm following so many Black women on Instagram. That's all I do pretty much. Or a lot of women. Like, I'm just like, because it's, I don't know, it's so freeing. I feel so free. And it could be anything. It could be, yes, the Me Too movement, and it could be just publicly talking about periods. Like, why is that always shamed? Like, hello, come on, like, it doesn't matter. And I'm starting to embrace that side of me as well. And then it could also be the way you dress, you know, and it's just women coming together and really empowering each other. I've noticed this amazing movement of women and sisters coming together and really just protecting each other like wolves, you know. We're just like, nah, we got you, you know, and if you fall, we got you, or here's a crown, or like, we're constantly building each other up and giving each other nothing but love, forgiveness, and just seeing each other. Oh, this is the best time to live as a woman and as a Black woman. Like, yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah. Oh, I have to say, I love social media. I love social media. It's given so many people who have stories or felt like they haven't had a voice, it's given us a platform, and I love it for that. And I know there's a lot of negative stuff around social media, and I do see that side of it, but I love it. I'm like, and whenever people feel the freedom to speak and just tell their story, I'm just like, I'm all for it. I'm like, yeah. And I think on top of that, you know, I've got 2 nephews. Like, I remember one of them came home with homework, and the teacher gave them homework with list 20 words. So it was list 20 words that had the word man in it. Obviously, a kid who's in year 1 would go to the obvious fireman, policeman, you know, the things that we're taught. And I was like, no, those words don't even exist anymore. And now we're at a point a year later where he's like, you know what? He said to me the other day, he goes, oh, who was it? He goes, I want to be Black Widow. And I was like, and he goes, you can be what Marvel character would you want to be? And the little one obviously was like, you can be like, and chose Wonder Woman or something. I was like, I don't have to be Wonder Woman. Why can't I be Iron Man? You know, or whatever, and find your own name of it. But they're like, yeah. And those sort of conversations is really important with men and young boys too, and flipping the script and going, you know, women are here as well, and it is happening, and the younger generation are seeing it too, which is amazing, and they're loving and embracing us women.